Imagine stepping onto your dream cruise ship only to have your vacation derailed before it even starts because of one tiny mistake on embarkation day. Today, we're diving into the 5 fatal errors that could turn your first cruise into a nightmare. Stick around to sail smoothly. Hey there, fellow travel enthusiasts. If you're gearing up for your first cruise, embarkation day is like the grand opening act, full of anticipation, but oh so easy to mess up. I'm your cruise-savvy guide today, and we're breaking down the 5 fatal errors that could absolutely wreck your vacation right from the start. We'll count them down from number 5 to the big bad number 1 with real talk on what goes wrong and why it's such a buzzkill. Trust me, I've heard horror stories from cruisers just like you, and avoiding these will have you sipping cocktails on deck in no time. Let's jump in. Starting with number 5, ignoring the assigned arrival time at the port. Okay, so most major cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, or Norwegian now require you to select a specific check-in window during online registration, usually staggered to prevent massive crowds. But first-timers often think, hey, earlier is better, and show up hours before their slot. Why is this fatal? Well, if you arrive too early, you'll be turned away or forced to wait in your car, baking in the parking lot for hours, which kills your excitement and energy. Too late, you might miss the ship entirely. Cruises wait for no one, and embarkation cutoff is strict, often 90 minutes before sail away. I've seen families miss their dream vacation over this, racking up extra flight costs to catch up at the next port. Pro tip, stick to your assigned time and use apps like the cruise lines to track any updates. It's a simple fix that keeps the chaos at bay. Moving on to number 4, forgetting to complete online check-in ahead of time. This one's a sneaky time sucker. Days or weeks before your cruise, you're supposed to log into the cruise line's portal, upload photos, fill out health questionnaires, and even print boarding passes. But newbies sometimes skip it, assuming they can handle it at the terminal. Big mistake. Why does it ruin things? Without pre-check-in, you'll end up in the longest lines at the port, waiting behind everyone who's already done it digitally. We're talking hours of standing around, frustrated and jet-lagged, while others breeze through to the ship. Plus, in 2026, with enhanced digital systems post-pandemic, some lines won't even let you board without it, leading to denied entry or frantic phone calls to customer service. One cruiser I know spent their entire first afternoon sorting this out instead of exploring the ship. Don't be that person. Set a reminder 2 weeks out, grab your passport details, and knock it out in 15 minutes. Your future self will thank you. Now, number 3, not having your documents organized and ready to go. Passports, IDs, boarding passes, vaccination proofs if required. Embarkation is basically a mini airport security check on steroids. First-timers often rummage through bags at the counter, holding up the line. But why is this a trip ruiner? Security won't hesitate to pull you aside if something's missing or expired, and in worst cases, you could be denied boarding altogether. Imagine flying across the country only to be sent home because your passport's 6 months from expiration. Many countries require that validity buffer for international cruises. Or forgetting proof of citizenship for closed-loop U.S. sailings, that's a fast track to missing the boat. With stricter regs in 2026 due to global travel shifts, this error can cost thousands in rebookings. Keep everything in a waterproof folder, double-check requirements on the cruise line site, and have digital backups on your phone. Smooth sailing starts with being prepared. Coming in at number 2, packing essential items in your checked luggage instead of your carry-on. Ah, the classic rookie move. You hand over your big suitcases at the port thinking they'll magically appear in your cabin soon after, but luggage delivery can take hours, sometimes until evening, due to the sheer volume being processed. Why is this fatal? If you've stashed meds, swimsuits, sunscreen, or chargers in there, you're stuck without them on day 1. No changing into comfy clothes for the pool, no relief for seasickness, and definitely no snapping those first photos if your phone dies. I've heard of people missing muster drills, that's the mandatory safety briefing, because they're hunting down lost bags, or worse, dealing with medical issues without their prescriptions. It's especially brutal on hot embarkation days when you want to hit the buffet or lounge right away. Always pack a day bag with must-haves: meds, documents, a change of clothes, toiletries, and valuables. Treat it like an airplane carry-on, and you'll avoid that sinking feeling of being unprepared. And finally, the #1 fatal embarkation error that could truly ruin your first cruise is bringing prohibited items that get flagged at security. Cruise lines have strict no-no lists to keep everyone safe, and first-timers often pack without checking. We're talking drones, extension cords, irons, or even seemingly harmless stuff like candles or liquor. Why is this a disaster? Security scans everything, and if they find banned goods, you'll face confiscation at best, meaning goodbye to your favorite hair straightener, or worst, delays while they question you, potentially missing boarding. In extreme cases like weapons or drugs, it could lead to being barred from the ship entirely, with no refund. Post-2020 updates have tightened these rules, with more scanners and zero tolerance for fire hazards or contraband. One story that sticks with me: a family had their homemade snacks seized because of undeclared allergens, turning their fun day into a hungry hassle. Always review the cruise line's prohibited items list, it's on their website, and pack smart. Your cruise is too precious to risk over a forgotten item.